Hello, everyone. Ari Bluestein here, the CEO and executive producer of the Sports Fanbase Network, and welcome to another edition of SFBN Classics. We're going to keep it going this week with girls basketball, and we fast forward to February for the Philadelphia Catholic League girls basketball semifinals. Now, this was another somewhat late addition to our schedule, but it was so great to be a part of the PCL semifinals. We covered a great PCL boys quarterfinal game, which you're going to see coming up here on SFBN Classics in the coming days. But this game between West Catholic and Neumann-Goretti was really a good one. In fact, both games were good as well. O'Hara and Wood was also a very good game. But this one between West Catholic and Neumann-Goretti was really especially very good. And West Catholic ends up winning the game, and they ultimately win the Catholic League title for the first time in a long time. So just the fact that West Catholic wins this game when probably not a lot of people thought that they would, and against a powerhouse like Neumann-Goretti and a great player like Diamond Johnson on the Neumann-Goretti Saints, who was the girls player of the year, just a phenomenal player. That really just makes for a great storyline for this game. So this game was played at Jefferson University, and Tom Wilms and Jack Cap had the call. Enjoy the game.
From Gallagher Athletic Center on the campus of Jefferson University in Philadelphia, the Sports Fanbase Network is proud to present the Philadelphia Catholic League Girls Basketball Semifinals. Tonight in our first semifinal, it's the number 3 seeded Burrs of West Catholic. They take on the number 2 seeded Saints from Neumann-Goretti. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Jack Cap, I'm Tom Wilms. Thanks so much for tuning in as we're just about to get rolling. Number 3 West Catholic, 9-4 in conference play. They've won 6 in a row after starting 3-4, so they are hot right now, coming off a 62-47 win in the quarterfinals over Bonner Prendy. Destiny McFall led the way with 23 points for the Burrs as we're about to do the national anthem, so we'll take a break and come back after the anthem to get things rolling. You're listening and watching the Sports Fanbase Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, live from Jefferson University. About to get rolling with our first semifinal. We were just talking about West Catholic. Certainly don't want to leave out Neumann-Goretti, the number 2 seed, 10-3, coming in after defeating number 7 Archbishop Ryan in the quarterfinal, 67-34. They were down by 5 after the first. Saints took control from there. 4 Saints in double digits, led by the Rutgers commit, Diamond Johnson. She had 18 points. Junior Sierra Bermudez with 17, including 5 threes. I want to talk real quick about Diamond Johnson. Haven't had a chance to see her live, but we were told by the coaching staff we are in for a treat.
Yes, we certainly are in for a treat. It's her 3rd year with the program, and she's rated number 6 in the country. She's an MVP for the Philadelphia Catholic League, to say the least, averaging almost 30 points a game. She's had over 50 points in a single game. She's also got a cousin on the other team here. Siani Montgomery, number 10 on West Catholic Burrs, is a first cousin to Diamond Johnson. A nice little rivalry in the family.
And talking about the season matchup between these two squads, they split during the regular season. Neumann-Goretti won big in January, 72-54, but West Catholic ended up winning on their home court on the 28th by just 4 points. So home teams win, neutral site. Who knows what's going to happen here as both teams look to punch their ticket to the Palestra in the final.
And there's a lot of parity in this league. The remaining 4 teams have knocked each other down back and forth. These 2 teams split home and home, and as you mentioned, and we are on the campus of Jefferson University in the big-time arena. Starting teams about to be announced.
So we'll see if we can listen along. Well, there are your starting lineups for today's game. Hopefully we were able to hear it fairly well. Well, the last hand was for Diamond Johnson. Again, she's going to be someone to watch. As mentioned, 30 points per game. Offense essentially runs through her. But certainly don't forget about Majay Hayes and Sierra Bermudez. They're each averaging almost 10 points a game as second and third options. And we were also told by Andrea Peterson, the sixth-year head coach of the Saints, that those two are the future of the program.
And if we know anything about Andrea Peterson, and I know her well, she runs a team-oriented offense. Everybody participates. Of course, Diamond Johnson is the outstanding player, but this is a well-oiled machine. And she is in her 6th year as the head coach, as is the opposing coach, Beulah Osweke, and she's in her 6th year over here at West Catholic.
And taking a look at the Burrs, Destiny McFall, as we mentioned during the quarterfinals, 23 points, getting looks as far as potential Division I programs, anywhere from the majors to the mid-majors. So this is a fantastic matchup to start off our evening. By the way, coming up after this one is over, about a half hour after, they have it listed at 8 o'clock. It'll be Archbishop Wood and Cardinal O'Hara. So a fun night planned here at Herb McGee Court on the campus of Jefferson University. A lot of tradition on this campus, starting with Herb McGee. Over 1,100 wins in his 50-plus years as the coach of the Jefferson Rams.
Yeah, 54th year coaching his alma mater here. Has had 3 different names since he's been here: College of Textiles and Sciences, Philadelphia University, and now Jefferson University, or as we call it, Jeff U. And here we go.
Saints in the white, Burrs in the dark blue as we are underway. West controls. And it's taken over by McFall. She's going to run the offense for the most part. Dropped it off for Montgomery and then over for Robinson. All the way around for Wilson. Wilson tries the elbow 3, no good. Rebound still loose and grabbed once again by the Burrs. McFall calls out a new play. Nice crowd has come out as well here in Philadelphia. McFall looking to isolate, steps up just inside. Could not get it to go, and the rebound, Cameron Graham, the freshman. Now 30 seconds in, couple of opportunities for the West Catholic Burrs. Now the step back 3 opportunity here is good. Diamond Johnson is on the board.
Diamond Johnson not wasting any time with that quick step back and firing off the 3 to open the scoring.
So 3-0 lead for the Saints and a steal. Here's Johnson. Fake, then drives her way in and banks it home. 5-0.
Boy, she blew right by Taisha Walker for her second basket. 5 quick points for Johnson.
Oh, kick there from Wilson. Sign her up for the soccer team. That'll at least slow down play, and that's exactly what, actually that little kick save from Sierra Bermudez, but either way, slows down the play just a little bit. Destiny McFall will inbound. 1:03 into tonight's contest. And the trick is certainly going to be for West Catholic is to slow down Diamond Johnson, to not allow her any fast break points and not allow her open. And speaking of open, Wilson for 3, no good. And it'll go over the top, and it'll be Saints ball.
3 referees today are Margaret Hussey, Jim Smith, and Tom Grendling.
There were 4 officials out there earlier. There's an alternate who will probably be part of the crew for the second game. Again, important game. Got to make sure everyone is ready to go. A little pressure put on here by McFall. But it's kicked out now for Hayes. Majay Hayes, just a sophomore, averaging 9.5 points a game. Over for Graham. Kicked on back. And here's Johnson. Johnson thought about the 3, partially blocked, taken over here by Bermudez. Can't get the 3 to go. And the rebound, Robinson. West looking to push. Robinson slowed down. Good transition D from the Saints. Now she pushes again. Going to her right. Goes to the right hand, and it's good. And the Burrs are on the board.
The first basket for West Catholic. Nice move off the glass by Tamaya Robinson.
So 3-point lead for the Saints. 2 minutes in. In the fine space, Johnson. Johnson drawing the double all the way across, though, for Hayes. Hayes looks to drive inside, slashes her way through, and she walks.
She took a couple hops, skips, and jumps there in the middle. I think in her mind she felt that she had gotten a foul, but the contact definitely did not warrant the foul.
Speaking of, no foul so far in this one. Little pressure put on by the Saints. Robinson tries to sneak it through everybody. Unable to reach for it, though, was Walker. And speaking of walking, it'll be Saints ball.
I didn't see the walk there, but evidently the referee picked it up after the steal. The steal was by Diamond Johnson, and she went across the foul line and must have picked up her pivot foot before her dribble.
And the official pointed the wrong way. It is West Catholic ball.
Yes, definitely.
And McFall wondering. Well, I was paying attention. It's early. Here's Montgomery looking to find space. Kicks it on out for Robinson. Robinson up top. Wilson, straightaway three is short. Nice rebound, though, from Crystal Ricks. No box out, but she was able to battle. Here's Hayes trying to find space. She slashes through the double team, drops it off, but an offensive foul.
Yeah, it's going to go the other way. On that weak side pass, defender set up and took the charge.
Especially once you find yourself up in the air.
Yeah.
That's an easier charge to take than getting run over.
Smart move by the defender there. I'm not sure who that was, but first offensive foul of the game.
So the foul does go against Hayes. You wouldn't mind getting her into some foul trouble along with Johnson. It's to the far side. Wilson, the three, no good. She keeps on trying. She's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, though.
She's got a nice release, a nice shot, just barely missing.
As Johnson fights through the push of McFall. McFall stays with her. Johnson floats up and gets it to go.
Well, Johnson has a lot of body fakes and also is an excellent ball handler, as demonstrated right there.
All 7 points for the Saints belong to Diamond Johnson. Now the double here on Robinson. Squeezes her way through and finds some space. Here's Sienna Montgomery looking baseline. Back over for McIntyre. Out for Robinson. Elbow three. Bang!
And there it is. First three-pointer for the Burrs. Fired in by Daisy Wilson.
2-point lead for the Saints. They've led by as many as 5, but that was 5-0. Ever since, it's been tight. Trying to hand off for Johnson. She's being marked even without the ball. McFall stays with her. Kicked out for the long two, and it rattles home Cameron Graham.
Nice kick out there. West Catholic staying in the man-to-man.
Pushing here, McFall. Finding space. Little step and able to get it to go.
Oh, beautiful. Hanging in the air there. Destiny McFall for her first basket. Looks like a timeout for West Catholic Burrs.
A little surprised at that timeout, considering they're starting to get the momentum.
Yeah.
There. Maybe they want to change up something defensively. Maybe not. Maybe they're seeing something they don't like. But to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised that Buela Oseki.
Oseki might have seen something that she didn't like. Not sure what that was, but she called a 30-second timeout. 9-7, midway through the first quarter here. An exciting atmosphere at Jeff U.
Great chance to remind you that this broadcast is made possible by the generosity of Pat DePilla, former Neumann and Neumann-Goretti athletic director. Pat continues to be a huge supporter of PCL athletics, and we certainly thank him for his donation. 3:39 to go, first period, first quarter. And it's a 9-7 lead for the Neumann-Goretti Saints. The winner goes to the Palestra. As great an atmosphere as this is, it's even more intense at the Palestra, the mecca of college basketball.
That is true. It pales in comparison. As you said, the mecca of basketball, the greatest place to play basketball in the world, in my opinion. And these kids know it. And they want to be there.
Majay Hayes kicks it out. Corner three, no good. And the rebound West and Destiny McFall. McFall, good transition D. Trying to set up for the three was Wilson. Out now for McFall. Her three is off the mark. And Hayes with the rebound and already looking to push. Hayes, beautiful bounce pass, and that is, off the mark by Price.
The perfect bounce pass just didn't come to fruition, just rolled out.
All to the near side, thinking about the three again as Wilson steps over for the three, air ball. And Hayes with the rebound. And West Catholic really relying on the shots from beyond the arc. Is stepping up here as Hayes for three, no good. So a lot of long-distance dialing for both teams, as we'll have a tie-up, and it'll be Saints ball.
And there was a lot of great boxing out there, and ended up in a jump ball situation. So the ball will stay with Neumann-Goretti. Saints down at their end on the alternating possession arrow.
So on the inbound will be Johnson. She leads the way with 7 points. 9-7 lead for Neumann-Goretti. You can tell she's trying to get everyone involved in the offense as well. As all alone far side is Price, but instead the three from Johnson's no good. Where Price was is where the rebound went, and it goes out of play for a West Catholic inbound.
Long shot, long rebound, and that ball trickles out of bounds there on the bench side.
Destiny McFall will slow things down a little bit. That might be a good thing for West Catholic. Got to get over the timeline. But they've been a little harried. Now spinning her way inside, kicked out off the hand of Walker, and dropped off for Montgomery. Siani Montgomery. Battling against Hayes. Looks to isolate. Straightaway three. No good. And the rebound, Hayes. Hayes following all the way back after defending that three-ball attempt. Now kicked out near side for Price. She'll try the three. Good.
And that was a beautiful pass by Hayes into the corner. And a three-point shot is completed.
Here's Robinson, looks to drive. Turns around, fires. Good.
Robinson's second basket of the contest.
She's got 4 points to lead the way for the Burrs. 3-point lead, though, for the Saints. Little fake here from Bermudez. Drives it against a double team. Forces no good. Rebound Robinson.
Some contact on that was not called.
Robinson steps up. Over from McFall. Ducks underneath the D. Toss across. The drive in here from Montgomery. And she's fouled. She'll head to the line for two as Krista Ricks draws her first foul of the game. Both fouls on the Saints. So pretty cleanly played game here in the first quarter, 1:07 remaining. The junior Montgomery will head to the charity stripe. First shot nails it. Amoye Jordan fresh into the game for the Saints. And looks like Daisy Wilson's back in. Coming out is Safara McIntyre. Second shot, no good. Rebound Saints. 2-point lead for Neumann-Goretti. Heading down to the last minute of the first.
I had a feeling this was going to be a very close contest, and so far it is in this first quarter.
Hayes with it. Looking for Johnson, slashes away through. And the foul!
Yeah, you got to give it to her on that. She took the contact and just stayed calm and bounced to her left, straight off the glass. She gets the basket. She has 9 with a chance to get into double figures very early in this game.
Taisha Walker, the first foul of the game for West Catholic. And again, that sends Johnson to the line for the three-point play. Looking to extend the lead to 5, which we would match the largest of the game. And 52 seconds to go here in the first. Johnson True leading the way with 13 points already. Actually, I'll correct myself. She's got 10 points.
I have her at 10, yeah.
That's why I'm up here and not doing math.
Well, we're trying to do both, but
all the way across here for Wilson. Back now for McFall. 40 seconds to go. Again, no shot clock in the high school game. Is driving in here as Montgomery can't get the layup to go. And Price with the rebound. Now Hayes thought about pushing. Correction, that's Johnson. And smartly slows it down. Heading to Rutgers up in Piscataway, New Jersey next year.
Yeah, she was courted by a lot of schools, and she chose Rutgers, staying fairly close to home here. And I think they've got themselves a winner. What a ball handler.
5'6" senior, averaging almost 30 points a game. So down to 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Saints holding for the last shot, it seems.
And by the way, that's a lot of points in this league.
Hayes, kick to the corner. Step back three from Price. No good. Rebound at the buzzer. McFall. And she's going to be short even though it wouldn't count. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Saints up 15-10 over the Burrs. Back in a moment here on the Sports Fanbase Network.
A very quick first quarter in this PCL semifinal. The winner going to the Palestra, so it's a really hard-played game. Everybody knows what the consequences are, and everybody wants to play at the mecca of basketball. So we see early in this game, Diamond Johnson, the much heralded player from Neumann-Goretti Saints, getting the first 7 points for her team. A very calm player, great ball handling skills, and pretty much everything else you need to play Division I, which she will be next year at Rutgers. On the other side is a player that wasn't heard of much before this end of the 1920 season, and that is Destiny McFall. She did not score in the first quarter, but you're going to be hearing a lot about her as this game proceeds. Not many turnovers, a very fast, efficiently played first quarter, and the final score of that quarter was 15-10 Neumann-Goretti. See you at halftime.
Hi, everybody. This is former Philadelphia Flyer Bill Clement. I sure hope you're all well. So the coronavirus pandemic has really changed how we do things. And for Flyers fans, how frustrating to have the season end the way it did, as well as the team was playing at the end. But the other day I started to think, imagine the frustration of small business owners who account for 99.7% of America's businesses, the backbone of our economy. Well, my good friends at PSS Benefits have dedicated their business to providing solutions for small and medium-sized companies. Partnered with Payroll Service Solutions, they offer seamless pay-as-you-go workers' compensation. They offer retirement plans and HR services. They also provide health insurance, business insurances, and personal insurances. They have programs available to assist in deferring or reducing insurance premiums during this difficult time, and they are fully staffed to personally assist their clients. This is a period of uncertainty, and PSS Benefits is helping clients understand their options with the CARES Act, and also making sure their clients are comfortable with their portfolios as well as their risk tolerance. Throughout the remainder of this pandemic and continuing forward, PSS Benefits and their partner Payroll Service Solutions are there for all of your business needs. So call my friends at PSS Benefits. They're there to help.
Second quarter action about to begin here at Jefferson University. A 5-point lead for the Neumann-Goretti Saints over the West Catholic Burrs. Alongside my partner Jack Cap, Tom Wilms here. Thanks so much for tuning in for the semifinals. We've got them both tonight, as all the teams look to punch their ticket to the Palestra for the championship game. Back underway, West Catholic in the blue. Long three ball is no good. Everyone firing from beyond the arc. Not a whole lot in the way of success, but it is the bread and butter of a lot of these teams' games. As here's Johnson. She looks to push. No, nice crossover. Puts it up, and it's good.
Wow, that was a very impressive move, Tom. She has been hot in this early going. If this second quarter is anything like the first, full of energy, it should be very exciting.
Largest lead of the game for the Saints. All the way across for Robinson. Looks inside for Walker. Kicked out Montgomery. Now outside for Robinson. The three, no good. As that was a little bit short, and it will be Saints ball.
Yeah, ball rebounded and hit the line, so it's going to go back to the Saints with a 7-point lead. Opportunity to open it up a little bit here.
That's something that West Catholic has to be cognizant of. If the Saints get up by double digits or more, they could find themselves run into this building. They've got to really step up the defense here, and they're looking like they're going to as McFall steps up some contact and some pressure. Trying to get across is Hayes. Lost it. Out of bounds, and it will stay Saints ball. But you kind of like the pressure that West Catholic is starting to put on.
Nice effort there to save the ball, but her foot was on the line. Like McFall, Destiny McFall.
Inbound here to Janelle Price. And now for Hayes. Hayes looks inside for Price. Turns and fires the left hand. Nothing but air. And McFall, long home run pass. That's intercepted by Hayes. She's got a 3-on-2. Hayes, near side Johnson, steps over for the three. No good. And the rebound again by Taisha Walker.
And Johnson had time on that one.
Little 2-on-1. Wilson unable to get it to go, but she is fouled and she'll head to the line.
Way to draw that foul right there. And it looks like the foul is on Krista Ricks, her second.
She's a real defensive presence for the Saints, so losing her for any significant time in this game could be a problem. And you look at Hayes, Johnson, and Bermudez for offense, but you look at Ricks for some defense. The 5'10 sophomore. First shot is no good, a little short from Robinson. And speaking of, Ricks comes out of the game, and Prunell Mungo makes her first appearance of the game, 6'2 junior.
Nice size.
And definitely adding some presence in the paint. As the second shot is good. So Robinson with 5. 6-point lead, though, for the Saints. As we're down to 6:30 to go in the first half of play. Hayes slashing over for Price. Up top for Johnson. Johnson thought about the long three, still thinking about it. gets the pick, crosses, steps back, steps in, jumps her way through, and that is short. Gets the rebound. Under pressure. Now draws the double. Now trying to find the open player in Mungo. Mungo tries to post. Then it's handed off here for Price, and she'll settle it down back for Hayes. Hayes looks to push, finds room, almost lost the dribble, spins left, drops it off. Short pop is no good. And the rebound is controlled by Neumann-Goretti and Sierra Bermudez as the three is no good from Johnson. Oh, many opportunities for the Saints. Underhand pass. Price banks it home.
Just great offensive effort all the way around, the whole team working as a unit there, and a basket for Price at the end of all that.
Second, third, fourth chance opportunities for the Saints. Turns into an 8-point lead, their largest lead of the game. Still relatively early on, second quarter action. McFall trying to find space. Throws up the left hand and banks it home.
Nice little back and forth spinning there for her second basket of the game off the glass. We got ourselves a 6-point ball game.
Big basket there for West Catholic, trying to stay alive in this game. Here's Johnson, steps over, double team, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, she drew that foul all on her own. They just don't know what she's going to do with the ball. They don't know whether she's going to drive or take that long shot. She has so many moves and so many body fakes, and she goes to the line for two, Diamond Johnson.
First foul of the game from Tamaya Robinson. As Neumann-Goretti, when you have a lead, you're going to go to the line a few times. And if you start to hit, you'll be in good shape. As out of the game goes Walker. Back in is McIntyre for the West Catholic Burrs.
Diamond Johnson averaging, as we said, nearly 30 a game. Also 6 rebounds and over 3 assists per game with high shooting percentages in all 3 areas. She's a player.
So she's hit 3 of 3 from the charity stripe as McIntyre kicks it out for Wilson. Pressure on Robinson. Short pop from Montgomery, can't get it to go, and the rebound Price. An 8-point lead for Neumann-Goretti. This is their largest lead. He's driving through here is Johnson. Drops it off and off the window, but in and out. Mungo couldn't get it to go, but now the rebound grabbed by Johnson, taken back the hole by Montgomery. Montgomery being harassed from behind. She floats it off the window, and it is good.
Great work by Montgomery. I thought she might have bumped her cousin there, but she took the ball. No foul was called.
So 6-point deficit for the West Catholic Burrs as Hayes draws inside, kicks it out. A little bit of a fumble from Price. Knocked away from her, and the Burrs control. Great D from West Catholic and Wilson.
These are two very well-coached teams. What a steal.
Big steal there from Johnson, but it's loose. Goes out of play, and it will stay Burr ball.
Diving all over the ground, right in front of the Saints bench, and right in front of the great Petey. Andrea Peterson, the head coach, very successful at Neumann-Goretti in her 6th year.
4:01 to go, second quarter. 21-15 lead for the Saints. West getting a little bit of a push here. Wilson up top for Robinson. Now McFall has been held a little quiet the last few minutes. McFall drops. Here comes a 3, and that is no good from Wilson. Not afraid to fire from just about anywhere. Kept alive, though, by McIntyre. Kicked out Robinson for 3. Good!
Wow, what a save there in the corner by McIntyre, hanging on by a thread. Timeout is called, 30-second timeout.
West Catholic pulls within 3 after being down by 8 just a blink ago. But, 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Mentioned a little bit earlier on that McFall's been a little quiet, but when you get your star maybe not quite working it so well, others step up. And Tamia Robinson is certainly someone we're thinking of. She's got 8 points on the game.
I actually have her for 9, but I think I gave her a 3. Maybe she had a 2. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out at halftime.
We'll confirm that.
I'm not sure on that one. But either way, she's scoring a lot of points, so she's got at least, looks like 7 at least. Where do you have her at?
I have her at 8 points.
8 points. Okay, I have her at 9, actually, yeah.
We'll have to take a look at that when the time does allow us. And we're doing this by hand. The official numbers are all downstairs, of course.
Yeah, we used to have young scorekeepers we used to hire, but we can't find them anymore. So if anybody wants to work for SFBN,
give us a call.
Contact us. We need stat keepers, scorekeepers. rebounds, assists, turnovers, whatever you want to keep.
Back underway after the Saints timeout. Diamond Johnson out here for Jordan, for Price. Price finds some space. Drops it off for Jordan. Kicked on back, but nice patience from the Saints. Now Johnson steps up, the long three, short. Rebound West Catholic. Bit of a double team and pressure, and the foul call. Great move by Wilson, recognizing the contact.
I think that foul could go against Price. No, it didn't. No,
it went against Bermudez. That is her first, team's fourth. And still a well-played game. Nobody near the bonus yet.
Not a lot of fouls. 4 team fouls for the Saints and 2 for the visiting Burrs.
Tamia Robinson, a little bit of a double team.
Ooh.
Long three from Wilson. No good. Again, not afraid as Montgomery's out of play.
Yeah, Montgomery stepped over the line before she was able to attempt a save. Therefore, it is Saints ball. No pressure in the backcourt.
Still a 3-point lead as West Catholic. Their momentum has kind of dropped a bit after the timeout from Neumann-Goretti. Majay Hayes being covered way up top by McFall. Here comes the pick potentially from Price. Just trying to find some room and bat it out of her hand. It will stay Saints ball. Good D from West Catholic.
Yeah, excellent attempt at a steal there. Knocked it out of bounds. Again, no shot clock, so it really doesn't matter. 3-point lead, 2:29 officially left in this half.
Here's Price from the elbow. Jordan out for Johnson. Johnson finds space. Long two, no good. Rebound McFall.
That release is very, very quick.
McFall, the 4-on-2. Does it herself with the left hand. Too strong. Johnson tips. And a foul called.
Yeah, Johnson was fouled. She went for that rebound, and someone went underneath of her. I couldn't see who it was.
They called it on Siani Montgomery.
Her second. They said third?
That's team's third, her first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, team's third. Her second foul.
Here's Hayes. A little bit of a doldrum scoring-wise. Haven't seen a bucket in about a minute and a half. Hayes looks to find space, protects the ball well, can't get the layup to go, and a foul on Price. A little bit of a loose ball slap.
Yeah, that foul was on the rebound. It's her first foul. Jonelle Price, 5'8" junior. I'm sure she's not happy with that. Kind of a wasted foul, but team fouls are only at 5 for the Saints.
High pass and a foul call there on Hayes. That's her second.
And that is a wasted foul. Also, there's really no reason for that. I'm sure Andrea Peterson is not happy about that.
So one more foul for the Saints, and it's the bonus. So they've got to be careful, but 2 minutes left to go in the half. Crossover Montgomery, floats up off the window. Oh, there's a lid on both buckets right now as we have another foul, this time on Montgomery.
Now the fouls are starting to come a little more frequently. Is that her third time?
That should be her second. Yep, her second.
Second foul.
So that's just the fourth on West Catholic. Again, even layups aren't dropping right now. See who figures it out first. Nice crossover from Johnson. Johnson drives against the double. Floats it up, no good. And it's out of bounds, and it will be Burr ball.
Here comes a sub. It looks like Amina Reed coming in.
First action of the game as she replaces Siani Montgomery.
Amina Reed, number 14, the sister of Layla Reed. Number 15, a sophomore.
Again, a 3-point lead for Neumann-Goretti. Pressure on McFall. She's got 4 points on the game. Back up top. Wilson. Nice step over McFall. The 3 wide. And taken over by Price. Turned by Johnson. Under a minute to go in the second. Johnson given a lot of space. Steps up, kicks it out. Hayes had the reach. Now the 3 is no good. Bermudez puts it up. No good, but she goes to the line.
Bermudez with a big rebound there and almost put that ball in off the glass. Let's see who that foul was on. Number 11, it looks like.
It's Daisy Wilson.
Wilson.
Her first, team's fifth. Bermudez averaging 8.5 points per game. First shot is good, so that's her first points of the game. And we haven't seen a whole lot in the way of buckets in the last couple of minutes.
No, the pace has slowed. Bermudez with her first points. She is a scorer. She's a third-team PCL All-Catholic player. She gets a second shot here.
Second shot is in and out, no good. Rebound in flux, taken over by West. McFall with 45 seconds. Long pass up ahead for Wilson. Back for McFall, trying to find space. Behind the back, through a double team, floats it up, and no good. Taken back, wraparound pass, goes all the way back. Robinson steps over for three, good! West Catholic pulls within one. 25 seconds left to go. Tamia Robinson with the three. She's got 10 points on the game.
I know there's no replay, but I think the tip of her toe was on the line. That's what I saw.
I'm going to have to agree with you from way up here. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Oh, long pass across. The three from Jordan, no good. Bermudez had the touch, but no rebound. Long pass up ahead, a little bit behind Montgomery. Has to get it up. That's not going to count. A lot of contact. Some fans calling for fouls. But as expected, 1 point game going into the second half of play. The stars so far, Diamond Johnson for the Saints, Tamia Robinson for West Catholic. We'll take a break, come back with third quarter action in just a few minutes. You're watching the PCL semifinals here on the Sports Fanbase Network.
So the pace really slowed down there in the second quarter, excuse me, and scoring at the end of that half was 22 for Neumann-Goretti Saints and 21 for the visiting, so to speak, West Catholic Burrs. Once again, the winner goes to the Palestra, so these girls are working very hard. The baskets were not falling for a good amount of time in the late part of that second quarter. Diamond Johnson ends the half with 13 points. She can put up the points in a hurry, and she has just incredible skills, a lot of speed. She busted down court end to end at one point and laid it up. Haven't seen much from her counterpart, Destiny McFall, although some of her outlet passes have been excellent. She's showed 4 different times that she can throw a near length of the court outlet pass. Tamaya Johnson ends the half with 11, and we move into the third quarter. Looking for a great second half. We'll see you at the end of the third quarter.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, live from the Gallagher Athletic Center on the campus of Jefferson University in Philadelphia. About to go into the third quarter. Neumann-Goretti leading West Catholic 22-21 here in our first semifinal here in the Philadelphia Catholic League. Alongside my partner, Jack Cap, Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Leading the way for Neumann-Goretti. Of course, Diamond Johnson, she's got 14 points for West Catholic. Tamia Robinson, she's got 11. Back and forth we have gone. Neumann-Goretti led by as many as 8. West Catholic has not had the lead, but a stop and a bucket here could get some momentum for the Burrs as we're about to get rolling. Third quarter action. Saints in the white, Burrs in the blue. And we're back to action.
No lack of effort from the Burrs, and they've stayed close, knocking on the door the entire first half.
Oh, steps there from Bermudez.
Yeah, discontinued dribble. I didn't see it, but her back was to us, so I'm not sure what happened exactly.
Yeah, we were mentioning off air that, the effort certainly has been there. It's just the execution is a little bit wanting as Wilson kicks it on out. Driving McFall, finds space, short, gets it back, high off the window, no good. Rebound again for West, double team, kicked out. Wilson for three, no good. Another chance, but unable to grab the rebound, Walker. And finally, Bermudez spins away from pressure. Lofts it up ahead.
Pass.
Oh, Johnson, little 2-on-1, drives her way in, too strong. Gets it right back. Well, 45 seconds in. Now you know what we're talking about effort-wise as Diamond Johnson gets it to go.
Not only did she get the basket, but that rebound that she secured just shows great skill.
A little bit of pressure put on by the Saints, but it's beaten. As it is stepped back, and the three is good. Ooh. Destiny McFall on the board.
I love that big left hand and a big three. And it's a tie game. It's our first tie, I do believe.
It's our first tie since 0-0.
That's right.
McFall. Only 4 points in the first. Now 3 here in the second half. Look for her to heat up. Here's Majay Hayes. Bermudez. A lot of contact, but fights it off. Jordan, long three, no good. Rebound Saints and Price. Price puts up off the window, no good. Bermudez reaches, and it's an offensive foul. It looked like she was the player going down, but she may have warded off a bit. That's the only thing I can think of.
I thought it was going to go the other way, but Bermudez picks up the foul.
Her second of the game, and first foul of the second half for either team. Well, for those who have a horse in this race, it's time to start biting some fingernails. But for those of us who just enjoy high school basketball, this is going to be and has been a whole lot of fun. Robinson looks inside, stepping over Montgomery. Kicked out for McFall. Thought about the three. Nice wraparound pass for Wilson. The three is good.
Oh, yeah. There's your first lead for the Burrs.
3-point lead thanks to Daisy Wilson. And she's got 6 points. A three in each half.
What a game.
Ajay Hayes running the offense. Drop off for Bermudez and then for Johnson. Johnson finding space. The long three. Bang!
Wow. Boy, she can gather very quickly and load that shot up in a hurry. It's a beautiful release, too, and she's got 5 in this half for 19.
Just a minute 30 in. Here's another three, and the foul would not go. So heading to the line for 3 shots, Destiny McFall, and that foul is going to be against Diamond Johnson.
I'm surprised that foul was called in the sense that the shooter's feet had both hit the ground already. Either way, it was a good draw, I guess, by McFall.
First shot is good.
But I'm surprised that it was, on the shot. In other words, she's going to get 3 here.
Yeah, it very easily could have been called on the floor.
I thought it was.
As the Burrs look to extend the lead once again.
It used to be in the old days of high school ball, both feet had to hit the ground or you were still considered a shooter. They may have changed that since I stopped officiating, but in college it was always 1 foot.
Well, McFall gets all 3 to drop. Back to a 3-point lead for West Catholic. Majay Hayes, pressure at the timeline for McFall. A couple of number 2s. Crossover. Tries to sneak her way through. Wow. Banks off the window, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out for Ricks. And slowed down by Johnson. Johnson looking for space. Jumps her way through the double and banks it home.
So many moves, so many different ways she can score. She demonstrated it right there. 1-point game, Burrs on top.
Oh, trying to drive in was Montgomery. She's slowed down. Here's another elbow three. No good as it rattled in and out. And the rebound, Ricks.
And nice box out by Ricks there.
Here's Hayes. She steps up, crosses inside the paint, spins to the left. Underhand hook, no good. Rebound, Price. Batted out of play, and it will be West Catholic ball.
I have a feeling that Hayes thought she was fouled. She was not, and a beautiful spin move by her, just didn't finish.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that in this game so far, a lot of those great moves to get to the basket. But again, this really easily could be 10 more points for each team. Those are some misses. It certainly has been scintillating so far, though. So here's Robinson. Over for McFall. The three, no good. Good box out by Bermudez, and it's taken over. But Ricks loses it.
Oh, yeah.
Up ahead.
I was going to say, look who's up ahead.
That's a little block from Robinson to knock it out of play as Hayes was looking for Johnson.
Yeah, Hayes saw Johnson bust out there, just didn't get the pass through.
1 point lead for the Birds. Ricks back for Hayes. Just 5'5" and just a sophomore, but still averaging almost 10 points a game.
Star of the future from what we've been hearing.
Really a classic point guard. As Bermudez loses the handle, pops up in the air, still loose. Everyone goes to the floor.
Yeah.
West Catholic ball.
Yeah, that's got to be a jump ball there, and it is. It will be retained. Actually, it will be given on the alternating possession to the Burrs.
They've got the 1 point lead. We're down to 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Destiny McFall. Lightning so far in this second half. Total of 10 points, 6 of them in this half so far. Montgomery tosses over for Robinson. Robinson trying to find some space. Floats it up from the charity stripe, no good. Rebound Price. Immediately handed off, and body check thrown there as Johnson almost went flying.
Yeah, really, really strong contact there. Daisy Wilson on the foul.
Yeah, that's her second foul, and just a first for West Catholic. Only one team got to the bonus in the first half, so again, cleanly played game, but as the intensity picks up, you certainly will expect both to be in the bonus probably halfway through the fourth quarter, just because of the amount of pressure and contact that's been going on. You don't think of basketball as a contact sport, but boy, is it. Not a collision sport,
right.
as it almost was there.
And that's the difference there. Although, in that particular case, there was a bit of a collision. Diamond Johnson sensed that coming, and with her strong body, it didn't affect her at all.
Majay Hayes comes out a little slow, and she's actually back behind the bench now. So
Something was with her.
as Price is able to bank it home.
Her hairpiece or something along those lines. Price for her first basket of the second half.
So she's got 9 points, and Neumann-Goretti back in front by 1. Here's Montgomery, puts it up, no good, but she heads to the line. That is going to be on Amoye Jordan, her first, and the Saints' third. They may be heading to the bonus quicker than I thought they would. Montgomery heads to the line, 3 points in the first half.
I was watching behind the bench for Neumann-Goretti. It looks like Hayes had some kind of blood, possibly. They were wiping something on her shirt. First free throw is good.
So Hayes back into the game as she replaces, got Saunders. Nope, that was Tiani Montgomery. Oh, looking at the wrong side. That was actually
right.
Amoye Jordan.
Yeah, Montgomery with her second. 2 for 2 in this half.
And the Birds take the 1 point lead. 3:20 to go, third quarter.
Montgomery 3 for 4 in the game from the free throw line.
Majay Hayes trying to find the space. Kicked out towards the corner. Price trying to flash her way through. Pops up, banks it home.
Well, what a nice stop and pop. Just a beautiful release by Jonelle Price.
So Price really heating up. She's got 9 points on the game. That shot no good. Rebound Bermudez.
Bermuda's working hard for the money down there.
Yeah, her rebound numbers are huge.
That's got to be a defensive foul. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good job by Johnson to draw the contact.
It certainly is. It's the second time in a row we've seen that same thing. The defender rushes at her, and she takes the foul.
So that'll be it for Wilson. She is an offensive catalyst. Again, she's fired a lot of threes. Not a lot of them have dropped, only a couple. She's a big part of an offense. So, yeah, she comes out, and Safari McIntyre is in. Here's Johnson, crosses over from the charity stripe and does not get the roll. Rebound Price, puts it up with the left hand and banks it home.
Price, nice work by Jonelle Price on the board and to step away, get that shot. We're going to a timeout. 3-point lead for the Saints from Neumann-Goretti.
John L. Price, 6 points in the half, 11 points in the game. As we'll remind you that this broadcast is made possible by the generosity of Pat DePilla, former Newman and Neumann-Goretti athletic director. Pat continues to be a huge supporter of PCL Athletics, and we thank him for his donation.
And he is a great all-around guy. I remember him very well when we first started in this business. We used to do a lot of Neumann-Goretti games, very helpful to SFBN in the beginning.
Certainly thanks to all the coaches in this semifinal for getting us as much information as they could, not only today, but as this week moved along, getting the rosters. Not always easy when it comes to high school sports.
No, it's not.
And they did a great job getting us as much information as humanly possible. And also thanks to the folks here at Jefferson University giving us a beautiful place to set up. We're on the track up above the crowd, basically right next to the camera. So this is absolutely perfect. We have a great view. Great crowd has come out. And this is just the beginning.
Yeah, near full house here. Very excited crowd. A really close game. Two teams that are evenly matched and have played twice this season previously and split home and home with victories.
So the Saints have taken a 3-point lead, but West Catholic with possession and a hard drive from Destiny McFall.
McFall has been really tough this half.
She's got 8.5, 12 in the game, but the other way comes Hayes. No. Johnson banks it up. No. And finally grabbed by the Burrs, but lost by McFall. Tries to bank it, take it away by Johnson. Steps over, puts it up off the front of the rim, and it will be Burr ball off of Sierra Bermudez.
And Johnson's got to be a little frustrated. She missed 3 shots that she normally will hit. She is expending a lot of steam out there, a lot of energy. I know she's in great physical condition, has not taken a moment out of this game. She's been on the floor the entire game.
She's also got 21 points to lead all scorers. Driving through here, McFall lost it. But it will stay Burr's ball.
Looked like she lost the ball.
Inbound Robinson, 1:47 to go, third quarter. Saints by 1. Destiny McFall to the corner. Robinson driving baseline, tries to wrap around. Nobody there. Taken by Hayes. Hayes looking to sprint up the ball, up the side, moving in underneath the basket. The wraparound pass for Price. He can't control it. Everyone hits the deck, and finally grabbed by Walker. Outlet for Robinson, moving in 3-on-2. Thought about stepping over and does, and settled it down.
Yeah, Hayes really busted up court there, showing a lot of speed, and was looking weak side the whole time.
Oh, Robinson wanted that 3. Nice look inside from Montgomery, but she is fouled.
Yeah, that foul's going to go against Price, I believe. No?
I think they gave it to Bermudez. If it's hers, it's her third, and it is.
Second time I thought the foul was going to Price, and it went to Bermudez. She's got 3, as you mentioned. Ooh.
Oh, quick inbound, and McFall gets it to go.
That's the play of the game right there.
Ooh, almost taken away by Montgomery. It's the 1-point lead for West Catholic. Here's Hayes. Jump step inside, draws the double, picks up the dribble. She's in trouble, but out now for Price, and drops it off. Diamond Johnson for 3. Good!
Diamond Johnson in the right place at the right time and fires up another 3. She is piling up the points.
That's her third 3-pointer of the game. She's got 25 points. And it's out of play, and it will be West Catholic ball.
Accurately called by referee Margaret Hussey on the baseline.
46 seconds to go in the third quarter. Back and forth we go. Neumann-Goretti by 2.
A very enjoyable contest here being put on by the Burrs and the Saints of the PCL.
Daisy Wilson, actually it's Sienna Montgomery rather. She crosses to the right, draws a triple, and she walks. A little bit of a reach in there, but all ball called. So the turnover for the Burrs.
I think that was an accurate call, Tom, and it was a tough call. I think she thought that the defender had put her hand on the ball, but there was no space between the ball and her hand, so she traveled.
Ajay Hayes. Pressure from Montgomery from way up top. Tries to drive past her and does. Draws the contact, and
Good
she'll
call.
head to the line.
Yep. Nice call. That foul looks like it's going to go against McIntyre.
Yeah, she did all she could to draw the charge, but just in the wrong positioning.
She really never got her position with both feet on the ground, which is the prerequisite to draw the PCF player control foul. Hayes to the line.
First shot by Hayes. That's her first point, which is a little surprising, but she's done such a great job as a pure point guard. She probably has a number of assists that, again, we're not tracking that specific stat, but
no, we need our young intern.
we need some help.
Yeah, but she's been a big part of this
Oh,
offense.
absolutely.
She just has not scored a lot. And there's two. Very sure shooter at the line.
And she makes it a 4-point game. Late substitution as coming out is Jordan, coming in as Price.
And Price re-enters. 4-point lead with 20 seconds left. Burrs with the ball. Let's see what they do.
Destiny McFall's had a big time third quarter. 11 points in the quarter, 15 in the game. McFall gets it back. 5 seconds, long three, good!
Oh, my goodness. Whoa, she is looking good. McFall with the deep three to bring it to a 1-point game.
Well, if you've enjoyed what you've seen for the last 3 quarters, don't go anywhere. Back in a moment here on the Sports Fanbase Network.
Well, still a very close game at the end of 3, and it was the Destiny McFall show in the third quarter for West Catholic Burrs. She scores 13, looked really, really effective, and hits a three-pointer from at least 25 feet away to punctuate her great third quarter. Destiny McFall also is a very team-oriented player, and she's utilizing her teammates very well, throwing smart passes, a nice wraparound pass at one point there in that quarter. And on the other side now, Diamond Johnson has already got 20 points. She is just piling them up. Actually, she has 21 at the end of that third quarter. So the quarter ends, Neumann-Goretti 40 and West Catholic 39, a 1-point game. We'll see what happens in the fourth quarter of this very exciting girls contest for the PCL semifinal and an opportunity to play at the Palestra. Be back at the end of the fourth quarter.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
What an atmosphere here at Jefferson University. Not only the two teams battling on the court, we had the two sets of cheerleaders essentially battling on the court. We had the fourth quarter action. West Catholic, Neumann-Goretti with the Saints over the Burrs by 1. Alongside Jack Cap, Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are set up for a fun finish. Here we go.
Trouble getting the ball in.
Good pressure by West Catholic, but they get it into Hayes. Hayes being looked at by Montgomery. Pressure from way up top. Couple of crossovers. Trying to drop it off for Bermudez. Over for Johnson. Johnson lowers her shoulder. And it's a defensive foul.
Yeah. That's some heavy contact she's drawing there.
Taisha Walker, her second foul.
She's a strong young lady, Diamond Johnson. Third time this half, she's taken very hard contact.
Bermudez, 1-3. Johnson gets the three, but too strong. Rebound Price. Price tied up. And it will be West Catholic ball.
Excellent work on the defensive side by West Catholic there. That looked like Taisha Walker that tied her up, I believe. And it went to the alternating possession arrow for the Burrs.
They're down by 1. Saints have led by as many as 8, but that was early on. Burrs took their first lead early in the third quarter. Now, here's Robinson. Step back from McFall. And no shot clock, so I would kind of expect things to slow down a little bit. Not in intensity, but just in rushing shots. Every possession, that much more magnified. McFall. Drop from Montgomery. She steps over. Thought about the long two. Knifes her way through. Floats it up, and it's good.
Montgomery with her first field goal of the day, I believe.
She had a 3 in the first half. Couple of free throws in this half.
She did have. She had a field goal in the first half.
And right now she's sitting at 7 points. Pressure here on Hayes once again by Montgomery. He's been a defensive presence. Montgomery drops it for Johnson. Looked at by McFall. Knocked away. McFall to the ground. Foul call.
That's a great call. An accurate call. That foul was definitely on Diamond Johnson. Great defense. Diamond Johnson lost the ball and then extended her arm and shoved her opponent down. That's the accurate call there. Diamond Johnson with her second foul of the game.
And that is also Neumann-Goretti's fifth. We're heading towards bonus time.
Look at this steal.
Intercepted by Johnson. Johnson looks to push on her own. Too strong, but she draws the foul.
Wow, I'm surprised she did not get that basket. She put herself between her opponent, the defender there, and the basket, and normally it's a shot she would hit, but she'll go to the line. Both teams have 5 team fouls at this point in the game.
McFall got away with one, I would think. Even though she got the foul, if you're going to foul in that situation, you better make sure she doesn't get the shot in. She was very fortunate to not be dealing with an and one, as the first shot by Johnson's good. So back to even. Diamond Johnson looking to give the Saints the lead once again. Good.
She has not missed a foul shot, and she's at 26 points now. 6.5 minutes left in this contest, in regulation, that is.
Crossover, taken away. Johnson with the speed, almost lost it, drives her way in, and banks it home.
What a great hesitation in midair, and another great steal. And West Catholic has no choice but to call a timeout here.
Destiny Johnson turning it on to make it a 3-point lead for Neumann-Goretti. 6:17 left to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll remind you once again that this broadcast is made possible by the generosity of Pat DePilla, former Newman and Neumann-Goretti athletic director. Pat continues to be a huge supporter of PCL Athletics, and we certainly thank him for his donation and, of course, his support.
And I'm seeing down in the stands right below us, Tom, looks like the family of the cousins, Siani Montgomery of West Catholic and Diamond Johnson of the Saints. There's a picture of each of them on one side of a board, and they're turning it back and forth. I assume it's those two girls. That's what it looks like anyway. And they turn it. It looks like big 16 by 20 poster size.
It's funny sometimes in sports when you have brothers in the professional level playing for different teams. You have the parents who basically cut the jersey in half and sew it back together. Maybe they could try that, half Saints, half Burrs.
It's a tough spot to be in for a family.
Either way, they know somebody's going to the Palestra for the finals.
And what an exciting thing to do for these young ladies, especially ones who are seniors, to get an opportunity to play at the Palestra. The atmosphere there is hard to describe.
The West Catholic dealing with a run against them, down by 3. Crossover McFall, kicks it out. Montgomery out for Robinson, steps over, puts up the 3. Bang!
Oh, yeah! Tamaya Robinson set her feet, squared her shoulders, and fired.
Her first 3 points of the half. She's up to 14. We're tied at 44. As Hayes crosses over, looks to drive her way in. Nice
pass.
Look underneath for Ricks. Banks it too strong. Rebound. Ricks again. Good to go.
What a pass by young Hayes. And Ricks with her first bucket of the evening.
3 from Robinson. No good. Big battle. Kept alive by Johnson for Price. Price under pressure. Backs off.
And there's those rebounding skills once again. 6 rebounds a game for Diamond Johnson, in addition to her workload of scoring.
Oh, Hayes pickpocketed. Takes it right back from Montgomery and settles it down. Saints by 2. Hayes, nice look inside for Price. Price turns around, banks it home.
And that's another great pass by the young sophomore Majay Hayes. Another timeout.
This timeout called by Neumann-Goretti. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it as well. 5:01 to go, fourth quarter. Neumann-Goretti by 4 here at the PCL semifinals. Back in a moment on the Sports Fanbase Network. 5:01 to go, fourth quarter, in our first semifinal here in the Philadelphia Catholic League girls basketball semis. Neumann-Goretti 48, West Catholic 44. West with the ball. And we are back underway as right away walking it up Montgomery to call the play. And jogged it over the timeline. Along with Jack Cap, Tom Wilms here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Lofted inside, a little bit high. But grabbed by Robinson. Long 3. Good!
Oh, my goodness.
After being silent for the third quarter, she's hit 2 straight 3s and pulls the Burrs within 1.
And that was a long three-pointer by Tamaya Robinson.
Oh, the drive in here, floated off the window. It's good. Majay Hayes with her first points.
First basket of the game for her. Yeah, there's no reason to foul there.
Bermudez. A little bit excited, a little bit too much.
No reason for that. You've got 3 fouls and you overplay. She drew the foul there.
So that's her fourth. Fourth.
Yep. She has to take a seat. Yeah.
And Amoye Jordan is into the game for the Saints. It burrs down by 3. Step over. McFall wanted the 3, but kind of lost the handle, so decided against it. Robinson kicks it back out for McFall. As Montgomery instead keeps the 3. Good!
McFall is in a zone. She's unconscious out there.
Tied at 50, halfway through the fourth quarter.
What a game.
Hayes driving in. Offensive foul. Away from the ball, but foul nonetheless.
Who's that on, Price?
They have it on Neumann-Goretti's John L. Price, her second of the game. As here's McFall crossing over into a double. Kicks it back out for Wilson. Back for McFall. McFall finds space, long 3, no good. Why not take it the way she's been shooting? Rebound Price, dropped for Hayes.
I thought she was going to hit that one too.
It was on line, just a little short. Hayes slows it down against Montgomery. Now looks to drive, draws a double. Spin move by Johnson, steps back, long 2, no good. And the rebound is taken by the Saints. Powering through is Johnson, and the foul there on West Catholic.
I think that foul's before the shot. So it looks like number 5. Looks like McIntyre picked up that foul.
That's her second.
Team's 6th.
So we're heading towards bonus time. Inbound for Price.
Both teams will be in the 1-on-1 single bonus from this point on.
Diamond Johnson. Almost knocked away from behind by McFall. The crossover by Johnson. Back over, puts it up, and no good.
Wow.
Rebound taken though by Price. Puts it up off the window, no good. Big battle underneath, and finally grabbed by the Burrs as they look to push. Here's Robinson on the far side. Stutter step move, drives in with the right hand, no good. Rebound chased by McIntyre underneath, and the foul! Siani Montgomery!
Siani Montgomery in the right place at the right time there. No question about it, and calmly put the ball off the glass. The Burrs take a 2-point lead, and she goes to the line for another opportunity.
So Montgomery to the line, looking for the 3-point play. Johnson's third foul. As Bermudez is back in, she's carrying 4. She replaces Jordan. So Neumann-Goretti taking a bit of a chance, but why not? 2:48 to go fourth quarter, and the Saints are now down by 2. Montgomery looking to complete the 3-point play. She's already hit a couple of free throws, and she nails that one. 3-point lead, which matches their largest lead of the game, and a timeout called. Full timeout as well, so with 2:48 to go, fourth quarter. We'll take a break. Back in a moment here on the Sports Fanbase Network.
Hi, everybody. This is former Philadelphia Flyer Bill Clement. I sure hope you're all well. So the coronavirus pandemic has really changed how we do things. And for Flyers fans, how frustrating to have the season end the way it did, as well as the team was playing at the end. But the other day I started to think, imagine the frustration of small business owners who account for 99.7% of America's businesses, the backbone of our economy. Well, my good friends at PSS Benefits have dedicated their business to providing solutions for small and medium-sized companies. Partnered with Payroll Service Solutions, they offer seamless pay-as-you-go workers' compensation. They offer retirement plans and HR services. They also provide health insurance, business insurances, and personal insurances. They have programs available to assist in deferring or reducing insurance premiums during this difficult time, and they are fully staffed to personally assist their clients. This is a period of uncertainty, and PSS Benefits is helping clients understand their options with the CARES Act, and also making sure their clients are comfortable with their portfolios as well as their risk tolerance. Throughout the remainder of this pandemic and continuing forward, PSS Benefits and their partner Payroll Service Solutions are there for all of your business needs. So call my friends at PSS Benefits. They're there to help.
2:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. West Catholic The number 3 seed, they lead by 3 over the number 2 seed, Neumann-Goretti. Neumann-Goretti with possession, and we're back underway after the timeout. Majay Hayes getting to know Siani Montgomery. Over for Johnson. Johnson steps over. The 3, too strong.
Hit the wire.
And there's a little bit of a wiring that you could see. Certainly not normal that you would see that on a bucket. But once it hits that wire, it's technically out of play.
It is a dead ball.
And normally it's not overhanging like that. So it's the first time we've seen that, though, so it hasn't been an issue. West Catholic with the lead, 2:22 to go. Expect them to be quite patient. Robinson, back for McFall. What a half for McFall. She drives in again.
She's not
Goes
done.
to the left and banks it home.
My goodness.
Largest lead of the game for West Catholic. They're up by 5. 2 minutes to go. Crossover by Johnson. Pushes through and banks it home. Speaking of big games, Diamond Johnson. That's the battle. Johnson versus McFall. Pretty much what we expected to see in this game.
McFall having the game of her life, no question about it.
She was also close to not getting over the timeline in time.
Her coach was screaming, get it over, get it over.
Robinson puts up the 2.
Tamaya Robinson in the flow of the offense, and here comes Diamond.
Diamond Johnson, straightaway 3. No good. Kick right back out to her, floats it up, too strong. Taps it to herself, 3rd time, not the charm. Robinson brings it down, now into a double. Big pressure put on the foul call.
Yeah, that's going to have to be a foul. That's going to send the Burrs to the line. That foul is going to be called against Price, I believe.
On the far side, that is the student section for West Catholic, and they are starting to believe.
Johnson missed a few shots again that she normally gets. What a rebounder she is, though, as we saw several times in this half. And to the line is her cousin, Siani Montgomery.
Jonelle Price, her 3rd foul. Montgomery, she's hit 3 shots already from the charity stripe. And the 4th is good, so she'll get another. Timeout called by Neumann-Goretti. We'll take it as well. 1:13 to go in the 4th. Back in a moment here on the Sports Fanbase Network. As we mentioned before the break, the battle basically here, Destiny McFall, Diamond Johnson. McFall with 22 points, Johnson with 30, but the Burrs lead by 6. This is their largest lead of the game as Siani Montgomery is at the line. She's got 11 points.
5 for 6 from the line in this game.
Second shot, too strong. But the rebound, McFall wrestles it down and kicks it out. 1:10 to go. All the way across from Montgomery. Bermuda's the foul.
She's done.
And she is out. Fouled out. Great rebounding work, great defensive work by Bermuda. She finishes with 1 point, but she has fouled out.
Nice work by Bermuda's, but Montgomery put on a move there, and Bermuda's never had a chance. Montgomery back to the line. 6-point lead. 2 shots, Tom.
Deep breath by Montgomery. Free throws always huge in a close game. The first shot's good. We talked about McFall with her 22 points. Certainly can't forget Montgomery's contribution, especially from the charity stripe.
6 for 8.
She nails another.
Shooting 78% for this game. 30-second timeout.
1:06 left to go in the 4th quarter. Siani Montgomery has hit 5 straight free throws. Just ice from the line. She only had 3 points in the first half of play. But 11 points here in the second half. As you can see that poster that we were talking about. One side, Siani Montgomery. The other side, Diamond Johnson. The 2 cousins.
It's being paraded around the arena to great effect right now.
They should be quite proud. 2 great high school basketball players.
Here we go.
Largest lead of the game for West Catholic, as they actually keep up the pressure.
Gonna
But
be a
the foul call
yeah.
as Hayes ran around.
That's going to be a 1-and-1. Hayes will go to the line. That foul's on McFall, I believe.
That is her second. Last thing that West Catholic wanted was to allow points to get on the board with the clock stopped. 1:01 to go. And it'll be up to Hayes, who's hit a couple already. She's 2 for 2.
Good free throw shooter.
First shot is good. And basically, Neumann-Goretti knows what they have to do here. A lot of pressure. Not quite ready to foul, but it is awfully close. Pressure everything, and then you don't have much of a choice. You foul as the second shot is good.
She hasn't missed a free throw this game. 4 for 4.
And speaking of, they are going to foul. It's a 6-point game.
Deliberate foul taken there, and will send West Catholic to the line. The foul is on Jordan.
That's just her second. But again, this is 2 shots.
Tamaya Robinson to the line for 2.
First shot good. And West Catholic just keeps hitting these shots. There's really little chance at the same time to get back into this game.
This is a really good West Catholic team, the best in years.
And they're also still relatively young. The second shot
Wow.
is good.
What a great job by Beulah Osweke, the 6th-year head coach of the Lady Burrs.
Pressure from Hayes. Kicked out. Ricks for 3. No good. And controlled by West Catholic, the foul, and that could ice it.
That's going to be on Johnson, I believe.
It is Diamond Johnson, her 4th, so 1 more and she'll foul out. But at this point, you need to foul quickly. An 8-point game. What a second half for West Catholic.
Yeah.
Especially looking at Destiny McFall. Tamia Robinson, Siani Montgomery is the first shot by Montgomery.
They're
is
just
good.
flat out barely missed. I think they missed 1 free throw in the second half. I think that's according to my score sheet here. Neumann-Goretti had the lead at all 3 points of the first, second, third ending of each quarter.
10-point lead, largest lead of the game for either squad.
Look at the coach. Look at Coach Beulah drawing her troops in, and very excitedly, they have a big-time opportunity to get to the Palestra on Monday night, and they know it. 10-point lead.
Full timeout called. We'll take it as well. Back in a moment here on the Sports Fanbase Network. 10-point lead for the West Catholic Burrs. Saints will inbound. They need points quickly. 48.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Inbound to Ricks. Now for Johnson. Johnson pushing. Steps up. The 3. No good. Rebound taken by Hayes. She steps back. Over for Johnson. Another 3 attempt. No good. Nothing but air. Kept alive by Price. Intercepted. And the foul called. And that should just about do it.
That's it for Johnson. She had to put those shots up. She had no choice. I know it was not what she wanted. It's not part of her repertoire to fire up those wild threes. Is that her 5th, Tom?
That is her 5th. And
that's it
barring a big-time comeback, that is the end of her high school career. She finishes with 30 points.
Well, they may get an opportunity in the States yet, but we don't know.
So to the line goes Tamia Robinson.
Diamond Johnson, what a career. If it is over, she will be playing in the Jordan Brand National Girls Team on 327 in Chicago. Both Petey, her coach, and the coach of Archbishop Wood, Mike McDonald, are the coaches of that team. It's a big-time national tournament. Look at these free throws, just one after another.
Just nailing them.
I've never seen anything like this. This is really something.
12-point lead, 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound.
Got to get the shot up.
Here's Ricks. That's blocked. Chased down, but out of play as McFall couldn't keep.
And this has been McFall's half, amongst others. But Destiny McFall has certainly met her destiny and is almost, she's getting to the Palestra on Monday, and she knows it.
Driving in Price. Foul. Oh, tie up.
That's a good
and
call.
It will stay Saints ball. I'm a little surprised that the Burrs don't, I wouldn't say part the seas and let her score there, but you certainly don't want to have the contact and draw the foul. Still not a lot of time left, though, for the Saints to work. Hayes tries to inbound. Price banks it. Doesn't get the roll.
Got to throw
Rebound
it up.
Mungo. Mungo puts it up. Too strong. 14 seconds left. Ricks again. Mungo and out. Deflected off of Hayes. Intercepted. 2-on-1. Lofted over for Robinson.
It's over.
And that will do it. 3 seconds left. They'll dribble it out. West Catholic. They're going to the palestra.
What a performance by the Lady Burrs as they are rushed by the student body on the court. Well deserved.
A huge second half. Tamia Robinson, Destiny McFall, Siani Montgomery, all contributing big time.
And so a big victory for West Catholic over Neumann-Goretti, and West Catholic gets the opportunity to go to the palestra, which, by the way, they won in an overtime thriller. They won the Philadelphia Catholic League title in a big victory over Archbishop Wood Vikings, who were favored. A gigantic game at that palestra for Destiny McFall, and also a very big game for her in the semifinal that we just watched. She did everything. A monster second half, block shots, steals, passing, controlling the ball, big long shots, and also contributing mightily was Tamaya Robinson and Siani Montgomery. And between the three of those young ladies, 11 for 12 from the free throw stripe in the second half of the game. That's big. Shots were not falling for Neumann-Goretti, and Diamond Johnson, who was more than impressive, ended up fouling out of the game, and she ended up with, I believe, 30 points. She did. She had 30 points. She could not hit some shots towards the end there, but nonetheless was the player that we all came to see that day, and we did get to see a great performance by her. Now, Neumann-Goretti went on into the States and went very deep into that state tournament before they were felled, as everyone else was, by the unfortunate circumstances that we all live under right now, where we have to wear masks and stay away from each other. So obviously there is no basketball, and there was no end of the season. Neumann-Goretti may have won the state championship. So this is a game that we all enjoyed, and we're glad to bring it to you. We'll bring you two more games next week, two big boys games, one from 2017 and one from just a few months ago. I'm Jack Cap, and I'll be doing some analysis for you next week. See you then.
To this victory for West Catholic.
Destiny McFall put on a show in the second half of this game. She's the MVP in my opinion.
Oh, that no doubt about it. She finishes with, if I'm doing my math correctly, 24 points.
Woo!
Siani Montgomery at the end, she hit 7 straight free throws. Robinson hit 4 straight to, again, not the scintillating brand of basketball we had through the first 3 quarters, but important to hit those free throws. Burrs did it, and they are going to the finals. So that'll do it for us for game 1. Don't go anywhere. We've got one more to go. Coming up next, our second semifinal. Number 1, Archbishop Wood. Number 4, Cardinal O'Hara. For all of us here at the Gallagher Athletic Center in Philadelphia, for my partner Jack Cap, this is Tom Wilms saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you real soon.
Thank you for watching this edition of SFBN Classics. We hope you enjoyed that game. Please like our Facebook page and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page. And for more information about us, go to www.thesfbn.com. I'm Ari Bluestein. Have a good night.